Hello everyone, welcome back to Motion RC Live. I'm James, joined by Alex behind the camera producing the show for another edition of our Friday live show. It is July 23rd, 12 p.m. Eastern, and we've got some fun here. What can I say? I've been so excited about these Toro tanks. Got them earlier this week. Got two of them here, so I've unboxed one. This is the Sturmtiger. The oddball of the bunch that came in from Toro, and the one that I had to have in front of me. And we've got a Tiger 1 to unbox fully. I've not even looked in here yet, so I'm excited to see it because I'm already very impressed. But first and foremost, Alpine RC, welcome to the Motion RC customer community captainship. Thank you so much for joining. And some of you might not be able to comment in the live chat because for this show, and probably going forward, we turned it to subscriber only. So you got to subscribe to be able to comment in the live chat, because when we spin that wheel, and we do extra spin for live member, it's the best way to know that you are a subscriber if you're going to win here. So if for some reason you've been watching the show for weeks and you're a normal commenter in there and you can't comment, then shame on you for not hitting that subscribe button. But I see everybody in here, Just Plain Crazy, seeing you pop in. We'll be seeing your video pop up. I love what you did with the baby powder and the lines. You gotta check out Just Plain Crazy's channel. I love when he delves into these projects, and he's gonna make multiple videos showing you how he did that Jurassic Park AL37. And then seeing everybody else, Paul Bassett, Jeremy Soul, Jolly Pirate, Daniel SWE, Jesse Tillman, Patricia Jensen, Ocean Aquarist, Ocean Master? Like from Aquaman. Ocean Master.
No,
Sea Mafia is here.
Sea Mafia.
No, Sea Mafia.
Just
no.
subscribe.
You don't have to pay to play. You just have to hit the subscribe button to be able to comment in the live show. That is free to hit the subscribe button. But we want to make sure if we're going to give away a prize that you at least follow the rules and are a subscriber. So that's that. Brandon Phelps, what's up, man? Pontiac CF, I see you. And happy Friday to all of you. So, yes, let's get started. Torro RC Tanks. And we've got the Sturmtiger here. Now, if you guys see, they came in about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks now, the Toro tanks. And the only tanks I've ever unboxed were the Henlong ones. And the Henlong, we have two editions. We have the mostly plastic version, with all plastic treads and such. Then we have the professional edition, which does have metal treads, some metal gears inside. But the Toros go up another level. And as Alex will attest to, just looking at this one, it is a whole nother. It is heavy, by all means. It is all metal. So the tracks, the idler, the sprocket, the road wheels, all of that, the whole chassis underneath is metal on all of them, which is great. I mean, it is a significant model here. And then, what's it called? The paint job. I can't wait to see the Tiger 1, but when I took this out, it's definitely not some sort of, what are they saying? Some sort of, not mold. What is it when they put something over when they paint? What is it? Like, why am I forgetting the name? You know, it's not a, it's hand painted. Like all these little, you can tell that they're brush stroked on by somebody. So somebody's taking the time to do the work when you get these. And the beauty is they come out of the box. But what I love, if you guys haven't seen these things yet, you see it next to me. It comes in a wooden crate. They are absolutely awesome when you get it out. Like I want to keep the crate, and I'm going to use it for something else because it's fantastic. But inside the crate will be foam, everything's protected nice. And then at least with this one, you got some minor, you got some minor little additions to add to it, like the hand crank. So if you go to, I dropped in some pictures of the Sturmtiger. I was doing some research on it for the video that we made, and here we'll drop some pictures. So this is the scheme. This is a real version of the scheme we got. Now, the Sturmtiger was built on the Tiger 1, chassis in real life. And just reading about it, like many things in World War II on the German side, this was an awesome model that just came too late into the war. I think they only ended up making 18 of them. Had they had these for like Stalingrad, who knows how the war might have changed had they gotten them early on. But they made these. Stencil, that's the word, Just Plain Crazy. Unbelievable. Just slipping my mind. But, basically these were to help the infantry, and the Sturmtiger held a 380 millimeter, there's a picture of it, 380 millimeter mortar, rocket propelled mortar. And the idea was basically to just blow through a building and, you know, reinforce concrete in one shot. And I was actually reading, they said that one Sturmtiger actually fired a mortar into a group of Shermans, so an entire group, and took out every single one in the group. No Shermans were able to, you know, to move after that. So it was unbelievable. So if you go back to mine, so that's inside, and you see there were some pictures of the guys laying there, but they would hand crank. So I went over to my 3D printer right when I unboxed this, and I went looking for just artillery. They didn't have the exact one that they had, so I just 3D printed this. Like, I measured this hole for the crane. It was 23 millimeters, and, you know, I just scaled down a piece of artillery that they had just so it would fit. But that's sort of the idea. That's about the size that it would have been. They would have wrapped it up. 2 guys, one would hand crank it up, then they get it in there. And I believe the Sturmtiger was able to hold like 12 inside, and then of course a truck would, you know, stay behind it and carry more mortars to go through. But for this one, this has lights, it has smoke. The mortar barrel will move. It'll pivot. It'll traverse up and down and side to side. Obviously, this wasn't a traversing turret, so that's the movement on this one. You can do, they are IR ready, and I believe they will shoot BBs. This one does not, because it comes with a light in the gun when it comes out. But it is fantastic. So what I'm going to do first, let me plug it in. But now the way you do this, unlike the Henlong tanks, Henlong had a screw and a hatch underneath where you put the battery and on-off switch underneath. This model, and most of the Toros, you take the top off to get into the battery and everything, and we'll show you how to do that when you watch the video. Everyone's a little different, but they do have like there's a little latch under here. You pull the latch, and then you gotta bring it up. Oh, let me take out my little mortar, and then you pop it down. I think I gotta lay it. It wants to go one way, so I take it the way it wants to go, and we can look inside. So we were just driving this around, it's a little dirty, but now it's looking good on the inside. But you got the big speaker, fan in here, and what I love, all the gears inside too, all metal teeth, all metal in there. So these are built to, you know, to stand the test of time, if you will, which is great. And they are just another step up. They are so cool. So it comes with a 2,000 milliamp nickel metal hydride. I will get this plugged in. Get it seated in there. There it is. We are spinning. Let me pop this back on. And then you line it up in the front. Down on the back. It should. And there we go. So now the fan is spinning up, and then when you want access, there is an on-off switch behind one of the doors on there. What happened, bud?
Show the camera.
Oh, show the camera. Oh, I'm looking at that camera. There it is. Yeah. So there, on-off switch will be back here. Turning on the transmitter, and then actually, Alex, I think I forgot. I think that might be volume control because it gets loud. Are we ready? Now we turn it on. Oh, did I? There we go. Woo! Let me see. Give me that flathead screwdriver behind you. It's loud. Straight outside. But let's see. Is this the volume control? There we go.
Oh, wow.
So volume control is from the back.
We were just running it full blast.
On some of them it'll be on the transmitter, but this one, the smoker unit, is where the volume, you can at least turn the volume on and off, and there are ways to change the inside. So I lowered the volume, but check this out. Which camera we're gonna do that one?
Yeah.
So first things first. So you traverse the turret. I'm holding down, and it'll just continuously go up and down. And if you go side to side, it'll only go, you know, it just goes back and forth. You can't really control which way it goes. It'll just sort of go. but that's still kind of cool. And then when you push up, boom! You got machine guns, which is awesome. There's a little LED. Oh, yeah. I love how it just jumps. And actually, it can move rather quickly, too, this one. I feel like they're much more powerful than the Henlong ones. So, wow, I'm just going to spin it full. And look at all the dirt coming off. And I've completely scratched up my table. Gonna have to re-sand and stain at some point. But it's awesome. I absolutely love it. And then there's smoker. I don't know if we might have ran out of smoke last night. But you would just fill that by opening up the top again. And there's 2 tubes of smoke will end up coming out.
See some scale movement.
Some scale movement.
Let's see those thumbs. Like that's way faster than scale.
Yeah, I think they said this one would have been 25 miles per hour, I think, tops. So you would really go, like, nice and slow. And there's a trim on it, too. Oh, we're starting to get some smoke. You gotta be nice and easy with the sticks. And then... boom! Absolutely love it. I wanted to weather this one, but I'm not touching it. It's too good looking. For any sort of weathering. So I'm going to power it off for a sec. So smoke's coming. Do you see the smoke? Let's see if you get... It might be hard to see on camera. It's definitely there. But a little tough to see. So powering down, you just flip the switch. And it shuts right off. And then you can turn off inside. And she's good to go. She is absolutely phenomenal, though. So I'm excited to delve in. And what I'm also pumped about is because we got the Tiger 1, too, you get, it's the same chassis. So just like real life, they just basically took what they had and, added to it. But I just can't believe someone was like, how do we fit this? Another thing, crazy thing the Germans did was just, it's build it. Basically, they build a top to be able to hold, sort of like the A-10. They built a plane around a gun. They built a tank around a rocket-propelled mortar. That was just absolutely awesome. And their Alpha saying hand-painted camo from the factory. It's so impressive that somebody sat there, because obviously you got the tan with the green brushstrokes, the green with the yellow or tan brushstrokes, and somebody spent a good amount of time. So no, at least no Sturmtiger will look the same. So the other things you get in here, obviously, you get some decals, and they don't give you anywhere they can go, so it's sort of up to you. They do give you 2 of these. These are real metal cables. These are the only things that I would paint, because in real life they would have been black. Like, these seem a little big, but you can sort of just put them anywhere. They give you 2 extra track links, so I just put those on the top. The only things I added on was you push in the crane, so that just gets pressed in. You could add a little glue, and then the mud flaps on the back, they just snap in, and they're plastic. So the top is all plastic again, and the bottom, though, it is significant weight, which is awesome. And obviously, getting the box alone is worth it as is. So I say I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way, and then we'll open up a freshie. Oh, and this one comes ready for IR. This is the IR sensor, and there's really only one way it fits on the top. There's like servo leads in there, and if you could, I don't know if you could zoom in, but you see the 2 holes on the sides of the servo leads. One's bigger and one's smaller, so that basically lets you know the direction, because these little nubs, when they push in, they will only fit.
You gotta show them again.
In one direction.
Remember when I'm over there?
Oh, you didn't switch. There we go.
I just gotta get it
So it goes in, then I pop it out. So there's 2 little nubs there, and one will press in as the other one presses in. But I just love that, the sprocket, the idler, all of that is all metal. All these road wheels are all metal and painted. The tracks themselves are painted. If you remember when I had Wesley Miller in here, and I don't know if Wesley's here, but with the Henlongs, we got 2 of the professional ones, like the King Tiger on the table back here. We painted the wheels on this one, and the wheels were plastic, and the tracks were just bright silver, you know, just basically chrome. We painted the tracks with an airbrush. I was actually had the tank on and was just had the track spinning, and we were just hitting it with the airbrush as it was moving, and it worked out well. But you know, this one's all painted up. I don't have a fresh Henlong Professional to, you know, that isn't painted on the metal to fully compare, but you know, this should give you an idea of, you know, what you're getting with the bigger models. And the beauty about tanks, great for the airbrush, great for you know, just fun driving, and obviously they could sit there and they just look nice. You know, they're good mantelpieces and such. You know, easier to store than your planes, if you will. So I'm gonna take off that they're heavy. So that's the Tiger 1. Let me move the Sturmtiger. So I guess the Tiger would have been Tiga 1, if it was just a Tiga. Trying to, you know, work on my German. It's not very good, even though I am German. 50%. My German speech is not good. Oh, and then you got painted. The guys are painted, unlike the Henlong ones. So Alex will.
I was getting ready for the unboxing.
Yeah, getting ready for the unboxing, but we'll show you the camera. But he's painted. They did a pretty good job. It's always hard on these little guys to do the eyes.
There you go.
You know, from far they look good, but the eyes, when you look at him close, he's like bug-eyed.
He's
got crazy eyes.
He's seen some stuff.
He's seen some stuff. But a couple of those pictures on the Sturmtiger, there was one that they found that was abandoned on the side of the road, and there was a picture of a Sherman next to it, and apparently, you know, one Sherman did get up behind it and just took out its track. So they had to abandon ship. But yeah,
I think that's the pick.
you wouldn't want to be. Yeah, there it is. That's them with them, and unbelievable. I would imagine that thing turned in the corner. You expect, like, you know, right then you're like, what is that? Boom! Ugh. So here we go. Let's get the box. And we had a joke. We were going to put a light in the box, Pulp Fiction style, when I open it. Are we happy? Yeah, we're happy. Oh, yeah, we happy. All right, so unlatch. And it's nice, old wood. Popping open. And I don't know if you can see in there, but there's basically foam, and I'll take it out. But everything is wrapped up really nice. So now I'm going to spin it. Let's do this sideways. So first things first, you're obviously going to get an instruction manual for the tank itself. You get a manual for the transmitter itself. I'm looking at the wrong camera, Alex. Sorry. I got to get used to this thing. And then you get I can't read. Yeah, I can't read it in German, but you're getting bonuses for War Thunder here. So you got, looks like you could get an ME262. You could get a ship, or looks like a Tiger 1 from War Thunder. If you're still playing War Thunder, that may be worth it alone. You get your accessory box. You get your IR sensor. That's what's on top, and then you could see, you know, foam insert. And then you just got your tank sitting there, but we got the transmitter. We'll get him out. You got your battery. And that should be it. Oh, there's one more little baggie. Oh, your charger. You do get a charger with the Tamiya connector. And now I got to spin this the right way to make sure I get it out properly. I'm going to pull by the wrong side here. Whoa.
Let's see it. We haven't seen this one ourselves.
We haven't seen it
Really
yet.
excited.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that looked heavy.
It's heavy. There is nothing in there anymore. So move our box over. Oh my goodness. All right. So I have not opened this one yet. Ooh, but I see the tracks already. The wiring's already on it. This is the first one with the traversing turret from Toro that we're gonna get to play with. But I can see the back and where the smoke would come out looks the same, because again, oh my goodness. I'm not gonna try to pull that off. There we go. Right along the seam. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
That way. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is the first time.
James.
This is the first time, sorry, I'm seeing it. Wow. Alex got your favorite, got shovels on the side.
You got those shovels.
Got tools, shovels. Look at this. Put a little foam in here. Gotta get rid of that. Keeping it from moving around. Oh, they did an excellent job. Let's just show you if you're right there on the top. They already got decals on it. I see an iron cross. The weathering, like that's hand weathering. There's some brush strokes all across it, like looks like they dry brushed it to look like, you know, nicks and dents, like it's not perfect. Like they painted it perfect. Looks like some, you know, black washes. Wow, they really did a beautiful job. Just a beautiful, beautiful job. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's like a piece of foam stuck in there. Unbelievable. So I'm assuming it's going to have the same latch. It does. So this should come off the same way. Let's take the top off. Oh, these. Do I have to undo these? Oh, Alpha will know.
He'll let you know. Maybe.
I think this is a part of... No, that should be all apart. Yeah, those aren't moved. These are attached to here. All right. We're going to have to manual this. We're going to have to manual this. Because that is the one trickiness with the Toros. Each one's just a tad different with how you take the top off.
Help, Alpha.
Alpha, help. But it looks good. What do you guys think? So it looks amazing. All right, we got some good. It does look...
This gives my A10 something to shoot at.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, 16th scale.
Would look great parked next to my Stuka.
My Stuka.
Alpha says read the manual.
Read the manual. There it is. All right, so... Latch. And then it says pull backwards. I'm looking at it because it got like this piping on the back. And I think you're supposed to move off, but it's... All right, let's see again. Oh, man. I just don't want to break anything.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I don't have the best of luck with that stuff. I'm pretty sure I have to slide these off. Yeah, slide these off. And they will slide back in very easily. Oh. Look at that. Yep. That was it. So they have to... There we go. Move these up. Okay, so they just twist up a little bit. There we are. And off
You
to
can stop getting
the
roasted
side.
live now.
I'm getting roasted? Whatever.
People telling you to YouTube it.
So take a look. I didn't make the video yet.
You're spin it towards the...
Yeah. So this one, very different on the inside. So right off the bat, what I see... So we got two... These are the doors. So you got the on and off switch is here, and the volume control is on the front, whereas the other one had this sort of raised mount to get in the back of... to the back, but same smokers, same speakers in the same placement, and then you see the Traverse, a whole different mechanism versus the, versus the Stimmtiger, which is just the moving mortar, which is nice. And then you got the ESC, and what they do give you, this one actually they didn't give you. I don't know, they're probably in here. Let me open this. They probably give you a bunch of it. Oh, they give you a guy. We got the same cables, smoke oil, and then, oh yeah, they give you all these like servo leads. So these are all different channels. So for anybody who wants to make any sort of additions, adding lights, adding, you name it, they give you that too. And then, oh, what are these? These look like bullet connectors. What would that be for? Interesting. They give you a couple extra track links. Because, you know, if you want to make sure the tension's right, you might have to remove or add a track at times. One might break. But again, all metal on the inside with the 2 motors running each sprocket, which is cool. Overall, just beautiful. So I have 6 AA batteries in my pocket. So let's get that as it should be. Oh, I forgot. They hide the they hide your sticks inside the battery hatch. You just press them in. You know, basic on the transmitter, which is fine for what it does. And I hope these batteries they're not Energizer or Duracell or something. They were cheap brand AA's.
Superpower.
We'll see if they're Thunderbolts. I don't know where I got them. Let's see. Alright. They work. They work. Alright. Let's put that there. He's ready. And where's my green? There is my nickel metal. Let's make sure. Red to red. You hear the speaker. It knows. Again. Drop this guy in here. Put it down. Boom. Alright. Let's close them back up. So you slide in, there's like a little notch on the front. That sort of lines it up. And you drop it down in the back. There we go. And then I could just make these little connections. 1, 2. Oh man, I'm so excited about this. I don't even want to touch them, like as far as airbrushing.
Wine Country RC says we could put CBD oil in the smoker unit if the tank combat becomes too stressful.
They should have did that in real life. Alright, so now, where's these? There we go. These are my access points. Oh, cool. So that's my volume control. This is my on switch and off switch. Alright, so that shut it down. That's back on. We are on here. So, let's... Volume! Whoa. Oh, it's a recoiling barrel. Oh, yeah. It's 360, boys. Whoa. It's 360. Oh, my goodness. Boom, with the light. Where's my machine gun? I saw it before. There he is, little red light on the machine gun. Oh my goodness. And it's smoking, so there was already smoke in there. This one's really going. Let's see if we can manipulate. Keep the I like when you keep the turret.
I like the 360s.
360 is key. Wow. And it can boogie if you want it to boogie. Wow. That's so cool. Smoker off. Wow. I'm so pumped about this thing. Shutting it down. That's awesome. That's awesome. So looking around the top, let's see, I'm zooming in here. Oh, what is that? There's an on-off switch at the top. This is where our IR sensor would go. Because I have not fired one at the other. I think I should.
Oh yeah.
And see, might as well.
I think your IR sensor is...
My IR sensor's here for this one. So let's see. But I see an on-off switch. I gotta figure out what that is for. There's an on-off switch on the top turret. Let me turn it back on. That doesn't turn the turret off, does it? I'll do that. No. All right. Oh, it turns off the recoil. I can't fire. So if you want to turn off the recoil, and then it's on. So the on-off switch in the top, turns off the recoil. Interesting. So let's plug this guy in. And I don't think you should have to do anything. It should just, I'm assuming it's just going to work. So let's get that going there. And we're going to turn him back on again. Shouldn't have turned him off. Ding.
They should have given him some space to make sure that IR can see each other.
Yeah.
Too close.
You're too close, man. Get this one on. Oh, baby. Get it out of the way. All right. Let's put this here. Let me get my other IR sensor in the top. Oh, baby. Keep hitting. Are you ready?
Oh, am I on this one? Or
You're going to be on that one?
what's it, forward to shoot?
Forward to shoot. Boom! There it is. Oh. Oh! Ah! You're missing me now. Don't you go off the table. Don't. Oh, he shut down. I hit him enough so he shut down. Oh, sweet. And he really rocked back and forth. So how do we do that now? Then this turns back. Turn it off and back on. So let's shut this one down. It like moves around when it dies.
It was not ready.
Can you imagine? I lost two $400 tanks in one shot.
And one broken foot.
In one go, and a broken. Oh, yeah, that would totally damage my foot. For sure. All right, shutting them down. This is. Would a grown man feel like a kid again? Exactly. The IR part is super fun. Like I said, even with the Henlong ones, me and my son, my daughter, sometimes some Saturdays we'll run outside with a bunch of them and just have a blast because it's fun. Sneaking up and throwing up some random stuff around. It is absolutely awesome. So guys, that I hope this is a good demonstration of just the differences. Just the differences of, obviously different Toros, traversing turret, non-traversing turret, but also the differences go back to Henlong. You see, there's price brackets for these things, and these are going to be more higher end. I hope the price, I believe the price is right on these for what you're getting. The detail on these is stunning, straight out of the box. I mean, that looks, that is real deal. With the links, they give you those the same metal ones, the middle links, but they're already on the top of the Tiger 1 here. And then I did see a couple, I don't know what they give you. This is the minor accessory baggie for the Tiger 1. Again, they give you numbers. Actually, the same decal sheet as the Stimmtiger. You get the same guy in there. Mud flaps. So you got to put the mud flaps on. They just snap in. And what's this top part? Is it like a machine gun or something? I don't even know. The other one was... Oh, this looks like a crane as well. It's a hand crank for something. I'm not sure where that's going to go. I see two nubs. Looking for two little holes around. And I'm not seeing it.
Right on the back there?
On the back?
Yeah, it looks closest to the camera on the left side there. Is that a hole? Right under your chin right now. On the turret.
On the turret. There?
Nope. There.
This? No.
Too big?
Too big. Too big. We'll figure it out. It's a hand crank for something. Somewhere a guy would have been. We'll figure it out when we have time. But it is already 12:35. Oh, wow. So we are going to, I think it's time to continue on with the show. And, yeah, guys, this is Toro Tanks. Go check them out while they're here. You know, if you want one, like we said, get one ASAP because they are moving quick. People have been looking for these like crazy. Flyboy 737. This tank is the Sturmtiger. It was a mortar. They basically took the Tiger 1 chassis, threw on a mortar on it to fire a 380 millimeter rocket propelled mortar to blow through buildings in one shot. So yeah, thank goodness it came too late in the war for it to be truly meaningful. But that would have definitely done some damage. But it is awesome. So, moving on then, let's get started with our community rundown.
Not yet.
Uh-oh, it is time. Okay, now I gotta move some stuff. It is time for the sub spin and win. Oh, baby, let's get the tanks.
And this week's winner, while you get that set up,
I'll get it set up. This week's winner is... Do you turn the sound off on this?
I lower it.
You lower it, okay.
It blows people's ears out.
Michaelin Tuttle, come on down. Do-do-do. We need like come on down music.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Some Price is Right.
And let's hope we get an extra spin for a live member today. I always love when we get to do an extra spin. So, zooming in. He is ready. Getting the second camera set up, so it's right on here. So let's go. Hopefully, Michaelin Tuttle. I don't know if you're in the chat, and maybe you can't. Maybe you better be a subscriber. You are a subscriber because you won. But we shall see. You ready, Michaelin Tuttle? Here's your spin. That's a big spin. Big. No whammy. No whammy. No whammy. Oh! Skynetic Havoc Racer! There was
Another huge win.
That is a huge win. Every time we put a big prizes on it, maybe it's weighted to this side. I don't know what's going on, but it's awesome. Congratulations, Michaelin Tuttle. You will be the proud owner of a Skynetic Havoc Racer if you claim your prize by emailing us at contest@motionrc.com. by next Friday for the spin. And also, that said, guys, I don't know if you noticed on the homepage of motionrc.com, next week, we are not going to be taking orders for just 1 week. We are on the move into a better fulfillment facility, and, it's right there on the homepage. So for 1 week, we're not accepting orders because we just don't want to get too, overwhelmed. At the warehouse, they're going to move everything. So by next following Monday. So this prize, Michaelin, if you email me, will probably go out the following Monday. So like today, guys, if you want to order something, you got to do it like now. It's already Friday. So, that's basically, what you got to go. So moving on to Hobby Squawk. Let's see it. And first things first, we found this in the F86 thread. T. Albert. I love this F86. Unbelievable. KO, right? Totally, man. I got a lucky hand on that spin. We just get the good spins coming all around. But take a look at that F86. I absolutely love that scheme. It's fantastic. I never saw a scheme like that. I kind of like the MONT, like it in like the silver against the yellow. Looks really well done. So happy to see that. Then moving on. Rubicon. So speaking of tanks, there is a LA tank, battle. I guess there's a place in LA where you can go and have tank battles. So Rubicon, he will take a long drive, he says, many times to go visit the place, and it just looks awesome. These, this Rubicon. He was on our channel a few months back, and he helps us out on Hobby Squawk, answering a lot of questions. He is a tanker, foremost tanker, if you will. as far as the hobby goes. So this place just looks great. I would love to see a big shot. I don't think I saw a big shot of, the whole layout.
Yeah, I want to see like a drone shot.
Yeah,
Straight down,
like,
bird's eye view.
he says it's good for close combat. You want to use like medium-sized tanks, but, it's very, what do you say? It's like, suburban, if you will. Like you're going through a town. Like that picture of the Stimmtiger on the side of the road there. This looks great.
Right here.
If you shrink it, there's a Sherman at the end of the road. So you go up on the hill and then shoot down on it. It looks awesome, though. It looks fantastic. And he paints up his tank so well done. We got to get him back on the show. Now that the Toros are here, it looks absolutely awesome. So then moving on, and F-106 Delta Dart, Michael Rosnick, he got out to a fun fly, like a Warbird event, but there were some jets there. I guess they're Warbirds too, if you will, but he takes some beautiful pictures. So one was a B-24, B-17 looked like, flying together. Got a nice shot of the MiG. And here's another one. And I believe it's, who did the bomb drop? Why am I forgetting? J.D. Crow. That's J.D. Crow's B-24, because check that out. He got a great shot of the bombs as they were coming out of his, of his B-24. We showed, he was sharing his build-up on that and how he did that, made the mechanism work. And then also his F-16, this is J.D. Crow's, which is just a beautiful scheme as well with the Scorpion on the tail. We've definitely seen that before. And again, Rosnick gets some great pictures and a beautiful shot of the F-15 with the air brake up coming up.
Awesome.
Looks really good too. Nice low pass and slow. And there you go, a couple bombers in the air. If you see that, these tanks are in trouble. I don't care how big your tank is. When you saw that over, you knew it was your days were numbered there. All right, moving on to the Facebook customer community. And first post is going to be Adam Rogotish. Last week he was a new member, but he also got himself. Last week we showed him flying his F-104, and he's also got himself a Tomcat. And it looks like he's got a beautiful location to fly it. And, I love the rolling hills in the back. Taking it off grass, so you guys think it can't work on grass? It can. Works on grass like that, at least.
Yeah,
your grass looks like that.
Grass for sure.
Golf course, putting green,
Look at that shit.
grass. But that shot looks beautiful.
That looks like a driving range.
Absolutely stunning. Adam, thank you for the share. And it looks awesome. Then we had Arnold Van Der Linden, who was out. This was mostly about his F-16, but he did have F-4 Phantoms sneaking up in the background, too. But just some beautiful shots.
Good
Of his
shot with the
F-16
landing
coming
gear on the
in.
F-16.
Yeah.
Landing gear
Gotta love the
on
landing gear
F-16.
when it looks good, when it works. When it doesn't, when you especially. But also he had a tow truck on it, which is great too. He had like a tow unit that pulling it out. I love when people do that. It's always the best. With the little tug. Get you out to the runway. We got a Alpha, we need a scale tug. We gotta get Bill on that. We need a scale tug for our free wing models. Yeah, get working on that, please. Make yourself useful, Alpha. Please. Thank you. All right, moving on. Brendan McCormick. You said you had Ryan Tykosh took these photos of some of your aircraft, and they look stunning. Some beautiful photos you shared. The A-10, there's one shot right there with the silhouette. And then look at his, his Alaskan Air or his Toy Story AL-37. But that shot with the silhouetted plane against the sky, gray sky, like, again, another thing if you're sitting in a tank you do not want to see flying at you, because your days are also numbered. But just beautiful shot of that, Alaska Air AL-37. So Ryan Tykosh, great camera work, man. Looks awesome. David Snyder, is he in the chat? Love seeing your 107th Heritage A-10. Love that scheme with the invasion stripes. Looks good. I've seen this scheme done. It's popular, but it always looks good when you see it. It looks freshly painted. I like the gray offset with the olive drab, and then that top shot, invasion stripes on it. Looks really, really good. Again, imagine we had these for D-Day. That beach would have been clear in about 15 minutes. Unbelievable. Chris Haley, MiG, and a Tomcat. Got out with his 2 twin 80s. Always like seeing them together. Beautiful looking birds when they're all together. Then Jay Dickens. It was funny. Somebody said, that looks like a MiG from Top Gun. And yeah, it is. He did the F5 as a MiG-28, I think it was. Always liked that scheme as well. Really cool. He blacked out the, the canopy.
It totally looks like generic airplane bad guy.
Generic bad guy from the 80s. Totally. That's so funny. And then we had Jason Laponin, who's F-18. I guess they had a little fun fly. Oh, now I can't read the, what does that say there? Barnaby? No.
Rose? No, I can't read it either.
I can't read it
right
either.
in front of it.
If somebody could type it in there, but his F-18 won at their fun fly event. So, that's awesome. Are we seeing it?
Burberry Lake?
Barbary Lake? Flyers?
Lake Flyers?
Oh, man. I had the name. I didn't write it down. I should have wrote it down. I thought I'd be able to read it on the screen. I apologize. Man, getting really slow. Jeremy Salt shared some awesome pictures. That's him and his son, Kyler. And Kyler, if you see a lot of Jeremy Salt's pictures, not only has Kyler become an excellent pilot himself, but he takes a lot of the photos that Jeremy shares. So these are just a couple, him and his father. I mean, it's great that they spend Burnaby Lake Flyers. Burnaby Lake, that's it.
Close-ish.
Sorry, guys. Terrible. We're ish Barnaby. Close. But there they are. But just some of the shots that he shared. Go to 6, maybe 6. Oh, there it is. Like, he's getting shots like these. So Kyler's not only become a great pilot and obviously loves sharing the hobby with his dad, but he's also grabs the camera and gets some pretty epic photos. These are Jeremy Salt's huge turbine F-16, and with the moon in the background. Then look at this one. That is, that's poster. That's better than poster level. That's
the key start for the beginning of Danger Zone.
Yeah. That's
but seriously, Kyler, whenever you're ready to come to Georgia and start working with us, we're ready for
Yeah,
you.
Kyler, we're ready. You got a job with Motion RC if you want it. Come on down. Unbelievable. Then we have Peter Photo. He finally got his decals. If you guys remember that Ferris Camo F14, he finally got his decals. Very subtle on the decals, but they look great coming from Cali to finish off that model. Looks absolutely beautiful. Love to see it in the air. Oh, and then this was a cool one. So our Scott Page just wanted a green Avanti, so he made it happen. And he even left, I believe he leaves some yellow in there on it, but that looks like that looks like an out of the box fresh scheme. I would love to see it in green now that you see it like that.
Like that's my Avanti choice right there.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. But I like that he left some of the yellow accents in there. And, or is that just me on the bottom?
I think you're colorblind.
I'm just colorblind? It looked like there was some yellow on there.
Oh, wait, maybe on the wings there.
Do I flash? I feel like there was a little bit.
A little flashy yellow? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's a little yellow. There it is,
there.
on the wings, in the knife edge. Looks absolutely. Yeah, if Steve Johnson says it, I love it. Oh, no problem, Jeremy. Kyler works for us. He just doesn't know it yet. All right. Moving on. Spencer Keith, looks like you got a beautiful day to fly your F-22 and your MiG.
Another golf course.
And another amazing location with the sunset. That's like perfect right there. Thanks for the share, Spencer. Oh, then Scott Greenfield with another custom job coming up. And it's the L-39. I like it. It's different. It's definitely different. I like the more blue on it. But again, I love when people just take their models and do something different. I want to start seeing more tank stuff, though. I want to see more people customizing these tanks and cars and boats. Whatever you got, let's see it. Endless fields of green. Yeah, Air Guardian, for sure. Oh, and then Ray Manuel shared J.D. Crow's. That's where I saw it. I guess he was at the same location. Maybe where Rosnick was. That would be J.D. Crow. But it's beautiful, his beautiful F-16 with Gooniac's, Ray Manuel's Gooniac's fire booty, so that's his afterburner in there. And again, just looks good. Those pictures looks real with that. Just looks good. Like you see the foil on the inside, like the way that bounces off there. That looks unbelievable. And that'll do it for Facebook for the week of July 23rd, if you will. And let's move on to YouTube. We had a couple things to share. One was Mickey. Oh, Mickey BRC. Go check out his channel. Let's start there. You saw this at the beginning, but that's Yoda, pilot. He's got the Zykoi X45 turbine in the T45 Goshawk. And that's how we opened up this week's show. That was the best video I found for the week on YouTube. It just sounds absolutely beautiful, and it seems like they're doing it to all the free wing models. So that we've seen it now from Jan and those guys out in Europe. I think Mickey's down in Australia, and that Zykoi X45 obviously fits a 90mm jet. If you're into playing with turbines, then then do it. But it looks absolutely awesome, and it worked well, And the flight, that was, I cut that flight in half to fit the 5 minutes starting soon. There's at least another 3 or 4 minutes on his video of just the flying, and then obviously he takes, go watch. Yoda talks about it. They hold stand up. That's about 11-minute video. He does a great job over there, Mickey BRC. So definitely go give him a subscribe, give him a follow, because when they make a video, it's definitely worth the watch. Always is. Then Racer686. And this is awesome. Mine is here. Black Horse L39. I got about a minute of it going. I don't know what system he has in it, what he's going with, but I've got one in the box, so eventually I'll get around to that and figure out what to put in it. But it's funny how that works. Like every time I get a box of something, videos pop up of that thing. Moving around. So I'm excited to fly myself my first balsa EDF jet. That'll be great, but that won't be for a little bit. But it looks like it flies beautifully for Racer 686. And I don't know if I cut it to the point where we see his landing, but he comes in, he floats down so gently, and then like the plane lifts off a little bit, and then it comes in. But it just looks like it flies beautifully. So I'm excited. It makes me more excited now to rip it. Here it is. Comes down, little bounce, but nice and soft.
Another great looking field too.
And look good. Yep, and another beautiful field. Absolutely love it. Then we have Buddy 1065. You guys gotta check out, if you're not subscribed to Buddy's channel. He's the guy with the owls. The owl guy always does the funny stuff. But here he is. He just. Whenever he gets out with his AL37, I love it. He's always doing the wheelies down the runway. He's got another great place to fly.
Fog around him too. That's epic.
And then he always adds funny, pull up and all these different sounds. So he'll loop his AL37 and then just put sounds of people screaming. And it's always funny. His videos are always good for a laugh, and they'll put a smile on your face. So definitely check out Buddy 1065. His stuff is always great to check out. And then lastly, Just Plain Crazy, as I said earlier, you guys want a good tip on how to make straight lines and how to not have the tape peel off your plane. Head over to Just Plain Crazy and check out his latest video. But he uses baby powder. He actually shows you, watch, he puts the tape on, rips paint off, puts a different type of tape on, rips the paint off. But then he just rubs it up and down with baby powder. And then nothing. And that's just straight tape, so he didn't have to put the tape on the shirt idea.
Whoa.
I mean, this guy just,
Whoa.
should have known that. He's a genius for pointing out the obvious, and it's unbelievable. Now that I know, I will never not know. It might be the best tip ever. And then, it's smooth. It is smooth. And then he's showing you how he gets started. He paints his thumb green. While he's painting that Jurassic Park. So he's going to have a lot of videos coming up, I'm sure, on how he did that exceptional paint job on the Jurassic Park AL37. So by all means, get subscribing to Just Plain Crazy. And, that's just, I might have to make a quick tip video just so more people see the baby powder trick that just send you to Just Plain Crazy's. All right, quick tip, guys. Head over to Just Plain Crazy channel by clicking this button.
We're gonna react to watching it for the first time and just lose our minds.
We'll do live reaction on a quick tip. But awesome work, Brandon. You do great stuff there, and your channel is growing by leaps and bounds. So love to see it. So guys, that's it for our little show here. Let's get to questions and answers. Do you have any questions about any of the Toro stuff? Remember, stock questions, please don't ask me. We did get a lot of stuff in, though. I hope you guys have been seeing on the website. Next week, while I'm waiting for you to get questions in there, I have a lot of those new Zeo HD models. I can unbox a few of those. That's what me and Alex are going to be doing during the following week. Like I said, I also have the Black Horse L39. I'll leave it up to you guys. Actually, Alex, create a poll real quick at the end and put next week, question mark, do you want to see me unbox the Black Horse L39? Or do you want to see me unbox a couple of Zeo HD models? Oh yeah, here we go. And then ask your community. And we're putting a poll right in there. Did it come up? Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Did it just disappear?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll take a second. Maybe they got to, well, leave a comment. If there it is.
There we go.
Oh, it looks like the Black Horse L39 already winning. There's been 4 votes, and it's 75-25.
I didn't know I could run polls this whole time.
I just saw it this morning. Alpha's gonna love that. We love polls over here
love
at
polls.
Motion. Who doesn't love polls? So now we could do review the high-powered SU-35. My wallet's about to explode. Real-life Ace Combat. I mean, there's a lot of video out there. I did do a recent video of the SU-35. I mean, I could take it out again. But the problem is with me with the Su-35 is I'm just not great with the high alpha stuff. I won't do it justice. You know, it's awesome. I mean, you're getting better. That model's been around for what, 12 years? So the fact that they added even better power systems to it is a testament to why the plane is awesome. People love it like crazy. So definitely do that. Thank you, Blues Dragon. Another fantastic show. I hope so. I love these. I'm so pumped about these tanks. Just get them out there. Now we got them all here. I had to pull them. I just unplugged the back. I got to put the hatch back on that one. But
49 votes. L39 is
L39 dominating. So I guess next week we're gonna be pulling out the Black Horse L39. I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna open the box. I may open it and just look at it, but we'll unbox it and do a little bit of that for sure. Just John has most of the Zeo HD stuff. Okay, haven't seen the L39. I'm excited about some of the Zeo HD stuff. Some of the boxes are really small. Like I didn't, you know, when we put them on the website, I didn't realize like how small some of these FPV birds are. Like one, the AR wing, the box got to be this big. So the plane's going to be, you know, really small to fit probably their, you know, that little Zeo HD FPV camera antenna combination probably fits perfect. FPV tanks with the IR system is something I would love to do. I saw somebody comment, announce new free wing jet. Yeah, Guardian. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. What's it called? Somebody asked about, you know, doing an IR tank battle video. I want to, but somebody's got to film it, and then who we're going to drive with, you know? You got to fly out here and come drive them with me. I would love to do that. It would be great. And we tried to set it up for, you know, shows, and then COVID happened, and we never got around to it. So hopefully one day I'll get to one of these things. Let's make an official poll of what we want Motion to make nets, and let's make it happen. Yeah, that does, that sounds unofficial. GB loves the Zeo HD models. Does a great job packaging their stuff for sure. They definitely do. Ignacio Vera, which is the new model? Yes. Yeah. Yes.
The one you're thinking of for sure.
The one you want is definitely the next one for sure. For sure. Awesome. Am I missing any other comments?
Did Ignacio get his old crow yet?
Ignacio, actually, we ended up going because he's ended up going. He got the equivalent in money, so gotcha. I think he bought an F-35 or something else from it. But the win was there.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. is the Toro IR sensor compatible with the Henlongs? I do not believe so. I think the Henlongs are they work with the Tamiya ones, but I think Toro's its own system. So no, from what I have read, I believe Toro's its own thing. Saw some giant tank models at our Warbird event. Kevin, share them up in Hobby Squawker on Facebook. I would love to see that. Some giant tank models. I know, like Henlong, they make some like quarter scale RC tanks and stuff.
Ignacio's just like you.
What'd he say?
He's inhaling the smell of the new plane. James literally has to sniff every model that comes out
Everything
of the box.
that comes out of the box, I always open the canopy and smell it. Especially the balsa birds. Something smells really good about it. But even like a free wing model, open it up, just take a sniff. I don't know what it is, but the air in there that fresh factory smell. I was like, I did that as a little kid. Every time I'd open a new toy, like that plastic smell of a figure, a G.I. Joe or something. I don't know why. Just brings me back. I love that. Still waiting for the King Tiger to restock. Yeah, well, the Toro King Tiger is available, I believe, that might be the only one that went out of stock. The King Tiger went fast. But Henlong should be back. You know, they'll be back for sure. We're just in the process of getting that stuff. When you do the email for stuff back in stock, can you do different sections for the US and EU warehouse? Just John, we have a different email. If you live in Europe, you get a different email every week than the US email. So if you live in the EU, go to motionrc.eu and subscribe to the email address, to the emailer for the EU. Unsubscribe yourself from the US emailer. You know, when we opened the EU store, there was just one email for both, but we ended up splitting it. So, you know, Europe sees an entirely different, they'll get an email based on what's in stock and what's available. EU, it's treated as a completely separate entity because it is, you know. So just make sure you're subscribed to the EU there. Chucky Whiskers, that's not nice. That's not nice. Doing Nexa F82 Twin Mustang unboxing build. Guy Hurst, you know me, I like the oddball stuff. That's one I really love. I want the Black Horse DO335. I love all that stuff. GB, that's stale Chinese air. You guys are crazy. That's so crazy. Canadian warehouse, never know. Who knows? You know, I'd love to see more warehouses. Australia, and let's rule the world of RC. Let's do it. But we'll get there. Well, that about does it for us, guys. It is now 1:02. I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to thank our new subscriber. See, the subscribers have started to, weekly subscribership started to, not as crazy as it was. But hopefully we get more and more. But next week, we will definitely be unboxing a Black Horse L39. Who knows what else we will, we'll have in store for you guys. All you guys, get to sharing. Share your stuff. If you share it on YouTube, in the description, put @MotionRC. If you want us to definitely see it, you can do that within the description, and that'll alert us so we'd see that. Obviously, share it on the Facebook customer community. You could head over to Hobby Squawk, share stuff there. But guys, go get yourself a Toro tank before they're gone, and go get everything else that you want, and try to do it. I mean, as of right now, because again, remember, next week the website on the U.S. side is just going to be, we're not taking orders for just 1 week while we move into our new fulfillment center. So guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you to Alex behind the camera. Thank you all for watching and joining us, and we will see you next Friday right here for episode 30 of Motion RC Live. Have a great weekend, guys.